What's up, Alabama fans? Stacey Blackwood here from the Tide Talk podcast. I want to take a minute to talk about the announcement that Jahvon Quinerly made on Saturday night that he would be returning to Tuscaloosa for another season with the Crimson Tide. That's big-time news, especially considering the roster turnover that Nate Oats and his staff have experienced this offseason, and we're going to talk about that here in just a minute and look at the roster at a more deeper level here in just a minute. But as always, I want to hear from you guys. Are you excited for Jahvon Quinerly to return? Why for yes or in for no? Jump in the comments and let us know right now. Also, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and give this video a huge thumbs up. Help us get 100 likes on this video, and we're closing in on 1,000 subscribers, so help us reach our goal there. All right, let's just talk about the return of Jahvon Quinerly and kind of what that means for Nate Oats and the Alabama men's basketball team, and just kind of do a little quick roster breakdown because there's been a lot of turnover on this ball club. So the roster is going to look a lot different than it did last year. And, that's not always a bad thing. So let's just kind of look real quick at who Alabama has coming up for this 2022-2023 season. Of course, Jahvon Quinerly is back at guard. We get the transfer from Ohio and Mark Sears, who is an Alabama native from the Muscle Shoals area. Also have Nimari Burnett coming back from an injury. That was a big miss for Alabama this past season. If Burnett was able to play, I think you see a much better Alabama basketball team. So having Burnett back is going to be huge as well. Also, they bring in the five-star guard, Jaden Bradley. So just a tremendous backcourt for Alabama. A lot of depth, a lot of talent. So that's good news for Nate Oats and the basketball team. Then you look, on the wing, you got guys like Rylan Griffin, Brandon Miller, who's going to be freshman this next season. Of course, you have Darius Miles coming back for his junior season, a guy who saw his minutes increase during his sophomore year. So it's good to have him back. And then you have Noah Clowney, Nick Pringle, Noah Gurley, and Charles Bediako there in the front court. So I like what Alabama is returning. I think they have a lot of talent on this roster, and there's still a couple spots open as well. So there's a lot of room for growth and improvement for this team, and I really like the roster that Nate Oats is returning to Tuscaloosa. Of course, he's bringing in a top 5 class. That's big time. So excited to see how that works out for them. But that's going to wrap this video. Really excited to have Jahvon Quinerly back. That's just great news for that backcourt for Alabama and Nate Oats. Just more experience there. He's played 2 full seasons in the SEC, so it's always good to have that kind of talent and that kind of experience returning to a ball club. But that's going to wind up today's video. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Until next time, roll Tide.